cyberattacks no longer happen in the shadows. They disrupt hospitals, freeze banks, shut down infrastructure, and quietly reshape global power without a single shot being fired. In a world where data is currency and networks are territory, cyber warfare has become one of the most decisive battlegrounds of the modern era. In this 4K deep dive, we're counting down the top 10 most targeted countries for cyberattacks in 2026, not based on speculation, but on exposure, strategic value, digital footprint, and real-world threat patterns already unfolding. Some of these nations are targeted because they're powerful, others because they're connected, and a few because they sit at the center of global conflict in ways most people don't fully realize. Watch until the end to see which country ranks number one, and why cyberattacks against it don't just affect one nation, they ripple across the entire world. If you value clear analysis, global awareness, and high-quality 4K long-form content, make sure to subscribe. Understanding digital threats today is essential to understanding power tomorrow. Let's begin. Number 10, Poland. Poland has quietly become one of Europe's most targeted digital environments. As a key NATO member and a major logistical hub connecting Western Europe to Eastern Europe, Poland's infrastructure plays a crucial role in defense coordination, energy transit, and regional stability. That makes its networks especially attractive to hostile cyber actors looking for leverage. Government systems, transportation networks, and public services have all faced increased probing attempts in recent years. Much of this activity is aimed at testing resilience rather than causing immediate damage, a classic sign of long-term cyber positioning. Poland's growing role in European security ensures that cyber pressure against it will continue to rise throughout the decade. Number 9, Germany. Germany's exposure stems from its industrial backbone. As Europe's largest economy and a global manufacturing leader, Germany relies heavily on interconnected systems that manage production, logistics, and energy distribution. These systems are efficient, but efficiency creates vulnerability when digitization runs deep. Cybercriminal groups and state-linked actors alike are drawn to Germany's industrial control systems, intellectual property, and financial networks. Attacks here aren't just about disruption, they're about extraction, espionage, and long-term advantage. In a world where manufacturing and automation are increasingly digital, Germany's strength also makes it a constant target. Number 8, India. India's sheer scale places it squarely in the crosshairs. With one of the world's largest digital populations, rapidly expanding cloud infrastructure, and a booming tech sector, India presents an enormous attack surface. Government platforms, financial services, telecom networks, and digital identity systems are all frequent points of interest. India's geopolitical position further intensifies cyber attention. As the country strengthens its role in global technology supply chains and regional security, cyber operations targeting surveillance, disruption, and data access continue to escalate. In India's case, cyberattacks aren't about one system. They're about volume, scale, and influence. Number 7, Brazil. Brazil's vulnerability lies in its connectivity. As Latin America's largest economy, Brazil anchors regional finance, trade, and digital infrastructure. Its banking systems, public institutions, and energy networks have increasingly become targets for ransomware groups and financially motivated cybercrime. Unlike highly centralized cyber conflicts, attacks on Brazil often exploit uneven security maturity across sectors, creating openings through third-party providers and legacy systems. As Brazil continues to digitize public services and expand its online economy, attackers see opportunity, not ideology, as the primary motivator. Number 6, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's cyber risk is tied directly to energy. As one of the world's most important energy producers, the country's oil and gas infrastructure represents a strategic prize in cyberspace. Attacks here are rarely random and often focus on disruption, signaling, or testing defensive boundaries. Beyond energy, Saudi Arabia's rapid push toward digital transformation, from smart cities to government platforms, increases exposure across multiple layers of national infrastructure. Cyberattacks against Saudi Arabia are often geopolitical in nature, designed to influence markets, perception, and stability rather than immediate financial gain. Number 5, United Kingdom. The United Kingdom's position as a global financial hub makes it a prime cyber target. London's role in international banking, insurance, and capital markets attracts constant attention from both cybercriminal organizations and state-aligned threat groups. Financial data, transaction systems, and regulatory platforms are persistent objectives. Beyond finance, the UK's defence, research institutions, and global diplomatic footprint expand its digital exposure. Attacks frequently blend espionage with disruption, aiming to extract intelligence without triggering visible consequences. In cyberspace, influence creates interest, and the UK has plenty of both. Number 4. Japan. Japan's technological sophistication comes with hidden risks. As a leader in robotics, advanced manufacturing, and electronics, Japan holds immense intellectual property value. Cyber operations targeting Japanese firms often focus on long-term access rather than immediate damage. Additionally, Japan's role in global supply chains means that successful breaches can ripple outward, affecting partners far beyond its borders. Even small vulnerabilities can have disproportionate global consequences. In 2026, Japan remains a quiet but high-value target in the digital arena. Number 3. Israel. Israel is targeted because of capability. As one of the world's most advanced cybersecurity and defense technology hubs, Israel sits at the center of both offensive and defensive cyber activity. Its military systems, research institutions, and private tech sector attract constant attention from adversaries seeking insight or disruption. Cyber operations against Israel often unfold as part of broader geopolitical conflicts, blending espionage, sabotage, and signaling in ways that rarely make headlines. In Israel's case, cyberattacks are not about vulnerability, they're about relevance. Number 2. Ukraine. Ukraine has become one of the most cyber-tested nations on Earth. Years of sustained digital conflict have turned Ukraine into a real-world laboratory for modern cyber warfare. Attacks against power grids, communication systems, government platforms, and public services have repeatedly demonstrated how cyber operations integrate with physical conflict. Ukraine's experience has reshaped how the world understands cyber resilience, but it also means the country remains under constant digital pressure. In 2026, Ukraine continues to face some of the most aggressive and persistent cyber threats globally. Number 1. United States. At number 1 stands the United States. No country combines digital reach, economic influence, military capability, and technological dominance at the scale of the U.S. Its government networks, financial systems, healthcare infrastructure, research institutions, and private sector platforms form the backbone of the global digital economy. Because so much of the world relies on American technology and services, cyberattacks targeting the United States rarely stay contained. A single breach can cascade across borders, industries, and entire markets. State-level actors, cybercriminal syndicates, and independent groups all converge on U.S. systems for one reason: impact. In cyberspace, the United States isn't just a target, it's the center of gravity. Cyberattacks aren't just technical events. They are signals of power, pressure, and intent. The countries on this list aren't targeted by accident. They're targeted because they matter economically, strategically, and digitally. As the world becomes more connected, the next decade will be defined not only by who controls territory, but by who protects networks. If this breakdown helped you understand the digital battlefield shaping our future, make sure to subscribe for more long-form analysis, global rankings, and 4K deep dives into the forces quietly reshaping the world. Because the most important conflicts ahead won't always be visible, but they will affect everyone. And now, you know where they're most likely to begin.